Check, check. Alrighty, folks. So, sincerest apologies for last episode. I had a bit of a technical issue. It's my first time trying to set up my recording software with audio, and as you can tell if you watched the previous video, it didn't go according to plan. It did for about 27 minutes, and then it all crashed. So, apologies. I am not redoing that. It is too long of a deal to do. If you want to skip this part of the video where you didn't watch the last video or you just don't care, go ahead and skip ahead until you see something actually happen on the screen. Shouldn't be more than a couple of minutes. But basically what happened was I had my compression wrong on my recording software, and I sneezed at one point and somehow it crashed my entire audio recording. Didn't have any audio for the rest of the video other than the in-game audio. So you guys managed to get excused, I suppose, from my terrible jokes as I was trying to kill a Grey Doll, bunch of other things. So congratulations, you're alive. I may have to end up using them again at some point, if I have to pass time for something. So watch out if you think I'm gonna have to pass time and you don't want to hear absolutely horrendous, terrible jokes that have no good ending, then skip on ahead. You'll appreciate the warning. So basically, what happened after the sneeze that caused the world to crash? Finished killing a couple of the dragons, as we were talking earlier, trying to play a cosplay of Ornstein. So dragon incantations and spells and anything that has to do with lightning and dragon and golden armor and spears, and you know how that works. If you've played any Dark Souls, you'll understand. If you haven't, go play Dark Souls. Admittedly, if you're wanting to start somewhere, Elden Ring's a good place to start. But Dark Souls is, it is the best. When it comes to how it's set up, when it comes to the world building, when it comes to where things are set and where enemies are, and it's just an experience. You walk around a corner, you get kicked off a ledge. You just learn as you go, and it's brilliant. Elden Ring's a good place to start, and it's an open world, and it invites players who don't like the other kind of game. But you gotta play Dark Souls, man. It's the best one out there. Okay, with that ran off to the side. Welcome. After the Grey Doll and the voice cracking incident, we managed to work our way around and find a couple more spells, do a couple of things like that. Mostly me just jabbering as we went around, trying to keep you all entertained for absolutely no purpose. So here we are. I may have to reuse some of my material. Not that I really have any good stuff, but here we go. We did end with killing Margit, who I kept calling Morgott the entire time of the session. But there we go. So, hopefully the audio works this time. Welcome to Convergence. So, the Convergence mod, if you missed the last episode, is, as you can see, illegal activity for the software, so it starts in offline mode. But it adds new spells, new abilities, new weapons, new items, as well as new starting classes. As you can see here, that is not the weapon I thought I was using. The tree spear is broken. Interesting. Well, that'll work. I'll edit on a spear later on in the game. Started off as a dragon cultist who's turning against the dragons. Best backstory I could do with Ornstein in the Convergence mod as I have right now. Love the Scrubble, by the way. As you can see, we just finished killing Margit. Leveling up a little bit. As you can see, my stats are the same as last time. I was talking about upgrading dexterity and strength a little bit to be able to use the spear that I have, but never ended up getting to that in between times. Do have just enough to use the dragon's breath and stuff, and we're ready to take on the castle. To see if we can get through here the way I normally do. But, yep. Also, some of the stuff I missed earlier with the last session, there are a lot of new spells and abilities, as well as starting classes and starting places. So with the Dragon Cultist, I actually started at, like, in the middle of, right next to the dragon in Lindell Lake. I can never remember his name to save my life. I actually got lost for a little while around there because I couldn't find out where I was. I apparently do not know this game as well as I thought. But different starting areas and different things, and so, as such, there are seals that I found out, or they're not seals, they look like them, but items that you can crack like runes that will give you spells. And all of those locations where the spells would have been are apparently replaced by some other things, so things have been moved around, and it's as close as we can possibly have to a fresh start for me, because I have played this game way too much. So as you can see here, I purchased no spells. These are just me running around to, most of the time accidentally, finding the starting locations for other classes other than I started with. And each one has a couple of items in it, as well as a couple of things like this. And each of the spells come in packs of 4, yada yada yada. As well as some of the modded stuff, which the one I have, Lightning Channel, I don't really like it. I'll probably find a good spot and realize it's the best item in the game or something like that at some point, but just didn't really like it. So this is what we're running with right now. Electrify Armament, obviously, it's Ornstein. That's his whole shtick. Lightning Spear, again. Rotten Breath, it's just good, and it's a dragon spell, and it just fits his style. As well as Honed Bolt, which, another good one. Just better for long distance if I can keep him distracted, which right now I don't have any good summons, so that's not really happening. So, alright. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, I really just talked a lot. Missed almost 4 hours of audio. So, been kicking myself. I used the wrong button.
The card you'll slip. Of course, when you approach it, only.
Alrighty. Get the gate open. So you have to talk to him if you want the gate open. I don't know if everyone hasn't played the game. Once the gate gets open, though, you can kill him, because he will stalk you and steal all of your money. There we go. Let's see. This requires strength. Strength high enough. Dex is high enough. And faith. Okay. Yep. Guardian Spear Blade. Ah, this is the one I was needing. So with this being, it's holy damage instead of lightning damage. I think I'm going to stick with... Oh, shoot. No, where's the weapon I was at? Ah. Okay, no, this is good. So this is what I was starting the game with. I've upgraded it a little bit. I'm going to try to get to this as soon as I can. So now that I have my spells and everything where I can work them fine, I'm going to be putting my levels into Strength and Dex to be able to get up to this point. So I need 5 levels in Dex and 2 in Strength. So let's try to get some levels. I didn't know he had a ball bearing. There are also a lot of new items and things, so it's a little interesting for me to... Alright. I don't necessarily like that. Alright, let's try to... Oh, it's 9,500. Fun. Before we go... Let's go to the Table of Grace and see if I have... I did get the... One of the things I was doing at the very end of the game was running around getting some large smithing stones, which are the equivalents of smithing stones 4, 5, and 6, which I found out, because there's small, medium, and large smithing stones, or just smithing stones, medium and large, or large and great, or whatever, the 3 different sizes, which is, I think, a much better idea. It allows for Let's see. Great. I need great smithing stone. Third one. Where's the third set? I'm gonna have to find out where that third one is at some point. But as of right now, I have my what do you call it? My seal leveled up. So fortunately, this is not. Oh shoot! This is not anything like the Ascended mod or anything like that. Not any more difficult. It's just different, and bosses are in different places, and sometimes it's a little more difficult. But it definitely feels like an update more than anything else. Shoot. No, I've never gone this way. I think there's a cat over there, but... Shoot! Shoot! This is always a good test for me to get back into the game after not playing in a while. But I'll probably repeat a couple of things that I've said before, and this time mostly because I'm not exactly certain what I said last time and what got cut out. Gosh, oof, do that every time. But fortunately, these guys are in sets of 3. I know a lot of stuff about the game, but I still have trouble after not playing for a little while, and it's been a good maybe year since I've played that much. One of the things this mod does is it has auto collection. Which means whenever I walk over an item, and I don't really know what I feel about it, but whenever I walk over an item or near a, well, what do you call them? Some sort of collectible or anything like that, it picks it up. Obviously not like these things. These things I actually have to click. But a lot of things, it just saves you the trouble of it. And I don't know what I feel about it, because it does mess with some stuff a little bit. But I think I like the idea. Makes things a lot simpler at the very least. Well, that was less trouble than it could have been. Let's go get that golden seed. Also, I died and didn't collect my crap. Ooh, Trina Lily. Ow. Somber stone. Woohoo! Gonna go backwards. Actually, for once, I finally see where the arrow's coming from. I don't think I've ever done that. I don't think I've ever run backwards like this through it. I still don't see my stuff. Interesting. Okay. Well, stuff's gone. That's good. It's not such a big deal. Also, I'm going to absolutely kick myself if this audio doesn't work this time. That would be hilarious. Oh! Forgot about that guy. Thanks, Goldie. Claw grip? Oh, this? Oh, yeah, it's the furled finger. It's the whole... They put it in the game because of Dark Souls. Everyone learned to play the game with their finger curled on the B button. Also, I'm streaming at the moment in case that matters to you. I'm streaming at the moment in case that matters to you. You're not live, but fair warning, you're on the video. Shit, I'm not saying it. I have one video with 200 views and I don't know why. It's a 2-hour video too. I need to check the analytics and see... Whoa, oh, shoot, I wasn't paying attention. I need to check the analytics and see if they actually watched the whole thing or if they just watched 5 minutes of it. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention. This is probably going to be a weird time for the overall, in case people were curious, because it's a little late, but the... towards the end of the video, the last video, you can hear some audio. I was on a phone call at the moment, and I had reset my audio, and thought I had it off, but I had it on. Ow. So somehow I fixed the problem, and I don't know how. And then I shut the audio back off when I thought I was turning it back on. So, yay for me. Learned a thing or two, but... Ooh. Also, all the items are in different places, so this is fun. What's out here? Haven't been here in forever. Nah. Nah, I'm gonna go kill Godric. Or attempt. I highly doubt I'll succeed, but... In which case, since we have the ability, we might want to just nip up to the Altus Plateau and find ourselves some stuff. Although I do think it's a little difficult, but I do think Godric is quite a bit easier. Ow. I say that. Ow!
Tarnished. Not unfit even to graft.
I might need to tease him a bit, because he's gonna kill my jellyfish real fast. Ow! Trying to get out of that. I thought that had one less attack in the combo. There we go. Ow. Ouch! Thought I rolled out of that. Shoot! Okay, always go right. Always go right. Although with his attacks, he does area of effect. Let's see, what do I have? Let's go with the militiaman and see if that helps. I'm gonna have to get the mimic tier here soon. Ow! Woohoo! Saw that going under the ground and thought I was done for. Alright. Take him out, buddies. And that goes right through the shield. Well, I'm just gonna have to get good. Maybe switch up my strategy and switch to mostly healing flasks. That didn't work. I don't know how that didn't hit me. What's the point of militiamen if they aren't doing anything? Give it some time. Okay, same song, third verse. Ow! Oh, I shielded through that. Don't roll, don't roll. Ah! When you roll, you stand up faster and you can get hit with fire faster. But let's try it one more time. If we don't get this, we'll go level up. Ooh. All right. That's probably not included. How is Oh, he's not taking rot. Oh, I didn't take damage. Okay. Oh, let me summon him more than once. Let's go get my money, see if that helps. Yes, got him. This ability to summon multiple times is going to be real nice. There's that. And as soon as I get the chance, they don't slow him down for very long. Ow! Okay, well, I feel like a pansy, but, you know, it's working. And got him!
I am the Lord
Woo!
of all that is golden. And one day,
She's the ever-living
we'll
crap out of him,
return together
and I feel bad about it.
to our home,
But you know, he's dead.
bathed in rays of gold.
I don't remember where this thing is. There it is. Right in the middle. Of course it is. Ooh! Fire keystone to the forge? That's an interesting item. What is this? Inventory. Oh, what's this? Oh, I can make something out of that. Okay, we got that as normal. Oh, nice. New spells. What do we get? Rejection, rune shards, sacred ground, blessing of grace, and immutable immutable shield. I feel like there's something similar to that, but I don't recognize that one in particular. Okay, well, 21,000 was nice. Inventory. Let's use this. And I don't think that's enough. I think I need 11,000. What was it that said? 10,000. Alright, let's go get a few more runes. I'll also be using runes and souls interchangeably. I found it quite hilarious one time. First time I was playing through this, I was having some trouble with Nile, or yeah, Commander Nile, and asked for some help. Ended up getting it on my own, just because the guy wasn't able to help super well. That's the story of my first playthrough. I had asked for help lots of times and never ended up actually being able to use it. Ooh, the great eyeballs. But yeah, ended up asking for help with that. And I can't for the life remember where the story was going. I'll remember at some point, probably about the time the stream's done. Okay, we got this up here. Let's get rid of that. What items do we have? Kind of already explored here a little bit. If you go south, check out a couple of those things. Let's hit some churches. I could also go up in here, but I'm not ready for that yet. Ooh. Go visit the wise turtle. There's a church too. Need to go up there and around. I think that's one too. I think I'm gonna go up here and explore this area because there's quite a few churches around here. There's one. I think there's one. That's just a temple thingy. Try to get some more tears. Try to get myself pumped up a little bit. Oh, there's also one right here. Dirty Dir. Did I miss this one last time? I did.
You're 10, believe it or for a... Well, you're a true mining.
Yeah, 10 runes. Super expensive. Ooh, what's this? Magic damage. I mean, might as well buy whatever I can. Like I said, picking up random stuff as I'm driving by. Alright, we'll take the Seaside Ruins southwest, or southeast, across the bridge, grab that one. Try to hit a couple of places. We're going to try to end this one. I mean, I have a time limit. But we're going to try to end this one with killing the Draconic Tree Sentinel. Try to get our way into Lindell the legitimate way. It's also always the benchmark for whether or not I actually have a build that's worthwhile to go into the rest. We hoppity hop hop hop. It's up here, I believe. Yep, right there. Alright, the one that's here is number 1. I'm gonna go this way, knowing full well that I'm pretty certain I can't jump down here. I don't remember. I think you have to go around the other way. Yeah, I don't think I can survive that. I do that every time. That seems racist. Alright, let's go up here, and then I also want to check out the dung beetle down just a little south of here that normally has the lightning spear. I want to see what it has in it, or if it even exists. I'm kind of curious what they're replacing things with. I always have trouble finding him, but I think I know where he is. Oh, I remember these things. First time I ever played the game and I didn't know where anything was. Followed a zombie one time, shambling all over the place. It was a lot of fun. It was an interesting mechanic. Oh, I didn't know there's a Trainus Lily here. I have more than enough of those things to survive that boss fight. Pretty much the only thing you use them for is the Godskin duo. Interestingly enough, that was actually the first build I ever did, was a sleep build. I was kind of sad there were only a couple of items, a couple of weapons that did it. There are two things that I normally like to do. I normally like to do sleep builds, or I like to do scythe builds. I played scythe every other game, and this game just has horrible sides. I played Dark Souls 3. First time I ever played Dark Souls 3. Sat down, found out the best scythe in the game, realized that it was post-DLC crap. Decided to go do it, asked for help, and actually got help with that one. Yo. Yeah, on the shelf right behind you. Sorry, the desk behind me. No, on the desk, on the right. All the way to the right. Yep, right there. That's good. Nice. A little buff going on. Now I just need the levels for it. Let's see. How do I get some XP? I could go set up for the whole grindy thing. I have about an hour till I want to be done. I'm going to keep these videos shorter this time. See, I think he's right there somewhere. Do hour and a half instead of those freaking 4 hours I did last time. I thought I had only done about 3, but still it was too long. I know whenever I go to look at a video and I see it says 4 hours, I just kind of watch 5 minutes of it and quit, so keep these in more palatable sections. Also, it lets me have short amounts of time without audio if something breaks. Teehee. I don't know how they didn't hit me. Oh. Didn't know there was one here. I've been running this game speedrun style for way too long. Also, if you guys are interested, you can check a couple of my other videos where I have Ornstein builds when I'm actually done with them, if you're curious what it looks like. Hopefully I'll be able to do something a little different this time. Hopefully the main game spells aren't the most powerful or the best or something. I can have fun doing a different style of build while still keeping it lightning holy based. Oh, here he is. Oh, that was easy. Large smithing stone. Okay, he's just swapping them out. That works, I suppose. I am not playing the Ascended mod, so I'm glad that that does not kill me if I stand in it. Alrighty. Let's go here. Let's see, there should be a Lernian lightning, or some sort of a lightning knight. I don't remember what kingdom he is. Right up here that normally has another lightning spell in it that I like. I think is it just the Honed Bolt one? That guy right there. Try not to aggro all the wolves. Let's see. Let's end this one. Put my other. There we go. That works. That way I can put my. Oh, that'll be so nice. That will save me from switching slots. Get shafted. Crest. Ooh. What is the oh yeah, damage. That's not important. So it takes it down to 90% physical. Gives 100% lightning resistance. Magic's almost exactly the same. Fire's a little better. Guard boost. I think I like this one. Takes my physical down 10%. That's kind of important, but not most of the time. And my magic and my guard boost goes down just the slightest bit. But that lightning boost, man. I also like the look of it. Yeah, that's Ornstein-ish. Ooh. No, I kind of forgot what half these pictures did. Oh. Oh, this is... Is this another starting area? Wow, this is way away. It gave me another starting area item. Body of Briar. Briars of Sin. Ooh, I don't think that's base game. I think that's extra. Alright. It's been too long since I've played some of this stuff. It's hard for me to remember what's base game and what's not. I do feel like this is not supposed to be here. Yeah, there were a couple things that I found where they put extra buildings and things in places that shouldn't be. And a lot of them are, there's a starting area along with some starting items you can find. Designed for each type of build, which is actually really nice. Oh, Shield of the Guilty. That looks kind of cool. I already have my shield though, but... Okay, large somber. I don't really need somber right now. Interesting, Swarm Pod. That might come in useful later, but at this point I'm not looking to bleed too much. Everyone kind of thought bleed was broken for the longest time, and honestly it kind of is. But there are some builds that are so much better. This Ancient Dragon Lightning Strike build is just so broken when you do it right. Yeah, first time I ever played this game, I was trying to 100% Dark Souls 3. I think I mentioned this last time after the audio went out, but trying to finish Dark Souls 3 and 100% it, and I downloaded the game. It was probably 2 a.m. I don't normally stay, I'm too old, it's too freaking old to stay up that late, but 2 a.m. the download finished, and I was trying to farm all of these Silver Knights for that, for the last achievement that I had. I bet you this is still going to be keyed up, but... So I popped in on the game. Ooh, no it's not. Interesting. I popped up the game and knew immediately I was going to get captured, get way too much time into this game if I didn't finish up. I did, so I didn't play this game. I played it maybe 30 minutes at most. And then I didn't play until like 6 a.m. I stayed up way too late that night. Ooh, interesting. Gravity Well, Frozen Crackle. I don't feel like that's... Lava Dart is. Night Shard is. Body of Briar, I don't remember. Freezing Mist is normal. Storm Gust, I don't think that's normal. And Fia, yeah, Fia's Mist. Incantations. What do we have? Frenzied Flare. I don't really want to go Frenzy. Lightning Channel, I already have that one. Gravel Sling. Gravel Sling's really good. I have 2 of them. I may have to. I don't like the look of it. Well, it's an incantation. It's not necessarily the build I'm going for, but it might be fun to play around with at some point. See, I don't think I've ever come from the top here. I don't know if it's easier or harder to get in this way. Yeah, we'll just take the path. Ow! Hide. Ooh. I also only have one side of my headphones on right now so that you guys don't hear running a set of headphones, Bluetooth headphones, as well as a set of headphones so I can hear. If I put the other side of my own headphones on, you guys are gonna hear lots of reverb. Ooh, okay. He hurts more than I expected. I thought I could get around him, but... wow. This really does feel like playing the game new again. Don't know why. Okay, so, hot topic. Why do the shouts actually do damage? And... great. To the left, or to the right. It's to the right. I really have a feeling that I'm not going to be able to beat the Draconic Tree Sentinel this time. May have to hold that to a later video. Seriously? Why do I have to deal with you twice? Get stuck on that, please. What's this? I don't remember this. Oh, there's a Trina Lily. Ooh! Big boy. Well, that was timed very poorly, but worked out well. Finding all kinds of graces I forgot existed. Hopefully soon I get a few more people, as well as if I get a few more people watching and stuff, I may end up trying to switch to a live feed. Try to figure that out. But as of right now, no one really watches live, so. Ooh. Ow. Ow. Great. I was just hitting all the wrong buttons. Oh, there's a stake. Thank God. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Alright. Let me shut the door. Don't need everyone else in the house getting a sneak peek at what's going on. You gotta keep it secret, you know. Even though that's not at all the intention. Well, I don't know how I died to him. He isn't worth crap. Ooh, 3 of them. Nice. Oh, they just let me equip them. That'll work. Ooh, physical attacks, magic, fire, lightning, holy. Do I already have? Okay. Lightning damage. This will... Good. Okay, it marks them. Might as well... Nah. I like this one. It's not super good, but... Might as well try... Ooh! Lightning damage. Okay. Let's see, what do we got? So we got this. Let's change it out for that. Lightning damage. Okay. Faith is 27. Nice. Let's see if I can get up here. Don't think I can. I'm gonna have to go around. If I can get a crossing up there, that'd be nice. I feel like you can't. I know how to get there the way you're supposed to, but I hate that way. That dying half the time. Oh, forgot. I'll come back for you later when I actually need something. Crap I've got right now is worthless. I'm also going to play this like I haven't played before. So I'm going to go through areas and kill everything and do everything I can. I'm going to have to do this legit, aren't I? Yeah, great. Well, let's, maybe here? You know what? It's probably going to be faster to go from here. Yeah. Ooh, hold up. I don't have the 2 pieces of the Dectus medallion. Or rolled. Can't remember which one's which. Let's go up here. Grab some seeds along the way. That'll be nice. Alright, where is he? There he is. Yeah, at least it gets him the same. Every time I cross something or go across... Oh, shoot, that hurt. I always expect there to be a different boss or something different, or... keep me on my toes. Oh, I guess we can go get... I have it marked. We can go get the ones up here. Yeah, I gotta go down there and around. So let's chill out on that one for a bit. We have this one from down here. That one there. Alright. For now, let's try to take out the Margit. Do I have anything? Yeah, let's use that real quick. It should be enough to get us there. I think it was 11,400. Maybe it's 10,400. Oh yeah, 10,400. Oops. Let's level up the flask and see if I have anything else. Keep spamming the wrong button. What does this do? Okay. Ailment resistance. Interesting. Okay, that might be useful soon. Makes the wondrous physic. Will make lightning damage better. And faith by 10. That works. Got that. Ashes of War. Good. Alright, I think we're good to go. We're starting to get on a bit of a roll.
I see thee. Smolder.
Woohoo! Oh, forgot to drink this. That might help. Oh, this is embarrassing. What are you gonna drop? Brass shield. Ooh. I like the dragon. So it's 100. Higher magic, higher fire. Lower lightning. Okay, I like this. So this requires a strength of 16. I'm going to need to eventually be there anyways. Let's shoot for this. I like the look of this. I know this is a dragon cult shield. We are trying to leave the dragon cult though, so let's drop this whenever we can. And this is the correct color. I know he doesn't use shields, but still, it's the correct color. There we go. Alrighty, where are we at? I need to go up and down. Yeah. Let's follow the path up here. Echo, what time is it? 8:33. Okay. Let's grab a couple of these things and try to take out the Draconic Tree Sentinel. I know I'm all lightning damage, so this is gonna be fun. I don't like that. Okay. He's way off. Like, I don't like that I hear boulders being thrown. I feel like it's gonna hit me soon if I'm not careful. But... Yep, there it is. The thing will hit you from way further away than it ever should. I'll have to pop up there, see what they have for the black black flame stuff. I think it's up there. Might not be up there anymore though. Yeah, anytime I get something, I think about where it came from and realize, okay, something else has to be there. Or nothing, but might just be might just be smithing stones and stuff, but it always makes me wonder if something special has been moved there. Hail Hitler. If you never thought that's what he was doing, I know the fingers are wrong, but what's wrong with you? I'm a man. Yes, I think about the Roman Empire. No, I don't think Hitler was right, but it is always fun to talk about things. Wonder what's in this. Nope. I'm gonna do that later. Once I do more damage. Because I'm pretty certain you can't get the things out of the back until it quits moving. You don't have to kill everything, but you do have to get the giants off the cart. My first thought on spots like this is that this is going to be an ambush. It's empty. Okay. Oh, this is the one with the fight in it. This fight was always bugged for me. The one that you have to get the lady to come out and she's got the twin twirly blade thing that does bleed. There, so go the direction I'm pointing. Go this direction. Can I just jump down? Is that too much to ask? I'm gonna go with a solid no. Although I can jump on that. As far as I know, we haven't found a glitch to survive fall damage based off of Torrent's invincibility frames. Or the fall damage cancel that happens whenever you use the jumps, but I really feel like that should... Of all the things that you can break, that seems like something you could break. Alright. We got about 20 minutes left. Ooh, I forgot about this. That is the wrong place. Let's try going here. This could also be fun. You know, we're probably not going to make it there yet. Let's check this place and see if it'll work. I'm going backwards. This is going to be fun. Forsax, I think, is going to crash as I pass this way, which hopefully means he won't land on me. Yeah, there we go. Now he's coming. Closer to me than I expected. I really feel like all of the items in the game are in the wrong spot. But then some of them I know are in the right spot. I just feel like armor sets and things like that are not where to go. Bye-bye. Oh, it is over here. Oh, this is the way that you go that way. Okay. This is how you avoid the lift. That's the way I normally run. No wonder it was... That goes down into the valley as opposed to above. Ooh, we also have the seed that we can grab from the ulcerated tree spirit up here. Ow. Ow. At least we got this. So the guy's over there. Let's try to hit a stake of Marika real quick. Well, there's the lift. Oh, where is he? I thought he was right here. Who cares? Gotta get down there somehow, though. Ow! Do I have the medallion? Oh, does it let me just go down? It is. Oh, that's so nice. The game did not have to be that nice to me. Oh, he's still following. Alright, let's avoid getting madnessed. Come on, stand up. Don't be a baby. If anything's gonna be a starting point, this has gotta be. Nope. Eye of yellow. Eh. Alright. Two up here. And then... no. Woo! Where's the, Oh, there it is. Just didn't see the thing. Woo! That's a lot of damage. Appreciate having two things to take aggro instead of just one. Ow! Oh, shoot! That hurt. Gotcha! That was sketch as I'll get out. Glowing Rune of the Frenzied Flame. Frenzied Flame build is fun to do sometime. It's just not good for bosses. Ooh, Tendrils of Shabriri already. Okay, we're good. Of course. Do I have like 1,000 more? What is this? 1,200? 600. Guardian Spear Blades, okay. Vike's War Spear. Ooh. Intelligence Index. Ooh, that's actually interesting. I didn't realize it was intelligence. Dex needs to be at 18. My Dex is at 15. Almost there. Alright, well, that'll do for... Oh, I need to actually level it up. Not enough golden seeds. There we go. 6 and 7. Nice. That's 13. Only one more left, isn't there? Interesting. Because I think you max out at 14. Alright. Take one crack at the Draconic Tree Sentinel. Yeah, do that later. Okay, we're good there. Ow. Ow! Oh, I thought he was targeting them. Ouch. Shoot. Thought I had time for that. Just a tad too late. And bye. Woo! Ooh, lightning. Oh, that's nice to know. I did not know that this was... Oh, ancient honed bolt, ancient lightning stake. Ooh, beacon. And electrocution? Excuse me. 2 new spells? Well, that went better than expected. Also, it's letting me through even though I've only killed one of them. So the game's unlocked in some way or another. Let's go down to Dex, get it up to 18. Get the faith up. There we go. Or the mind up. Need that up to 34 at some point. But I think we're good for now. We're going to want to get the vigor up just a little bit more. Mind up, maybe get this up to 25, that up to 20. And then just start pumping faith until I start dying. Then I can go back up to vigor and mind a little bit. I just need damage. Alright. Oh, sit back down again. Let's see. Memorize spell. Okay, we've got Ancient Honed Bolt, which we will replace for Honed Bolt. I still like this. That's for bosses. I appreciate it. Oh, I can't use it. Let's see. Okay, that's nice. It requires 35 faith. For 229. Okay. Well, we can't use any of that yet. I do... Where's the one we can't use? Oh, dragon one. Over here. There we go. I do appreciate having the better honed bolt. The other two... The other two are going to be really nice once I can get up to 32 and 35 faith. Maybe I go there first? Maybe I go there for the fun of it. We'll see. Well, the area is open, which I didn't expect. I still want to finish fighting some of the areas around here, so I'll probably take on Renala in the beginning of next episode. Go around and grab a couple of things, and then towards the end of next episode, I will take out a bunch of the dragons that I have access to. And then the one after that, I'll probably focus on Radon. We'll see if we get to that, how that works, how quickly we can get to it. But I am wanting to do as much as I can and not skip anything, especially the dragons. Ornstein, which I should probably actually... Can I change the name? I forgot to change the name in the system here. You know what? We're going to fix that, because I called it Shoel. That's what I call my characters all the time. That's not who this is. Mirrors in here, I think. Yeah. I'm gonna have to Google real quick. E-I-N. Yep. Alrighty. Ah, shoot. There we go. That works. Ooh.
Good to see. I have you to thank. I can happily. I'm as yet. But, and
Yep.
Well, I certain odd week.
Well, you certainly must try. Sweet. Just finishing up. Just finished an episode. I'm doing a Convergence mod playthrough of Elden Ring, so I'll be out in just a second. So we got that dragon there. We got. All right. So we'll leave something fun for the beginning of next episode. We're gonna try to take out Exyx. Get ourselves some more dragon abilities. What do we have? Achilles Flame. Greatel's Roar. I like this one. Let's grab this one. And eating another heart. I hate that. I never noticed that until now, but alrighty. Well, thank you guys. It's been a pleasure hanging out. We're getting somewhere on this. We'll make for certain we get all the dragons taken out and get through some of the bosses and work our way through here. Hopefully the audio is working well. Otherwise, I'm talking here for no reason. But yeah, so pleasure having you guys, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.